Greetings from our Fit Tutors. Another wonderful day, another success, another joy. Happy to see you all here. Congratulations and celebrations. The Ebcog won May 2023 batch. Congratulations from the entire team of our Fit Tutors. Thank you so much, the backend team. Thank you so much, the moderator Anam. Thank you so much, Alvina, for being there. Thank you so much, Chin Camellia, for being wonderful co-mentors and making it a success altogether. Thank you so much. So, how do you guys feel today, Shruti? I was waiting for your message and I could sense that how happiness been here. And Seema, the spectacular scores which you have achieved, that's made me once again so proud of you. It's always not that you're passing, it's just like achieving the highest scores always. I'm proud of you, my girl. So happy to have you here. What would you like to say, Shruti? How does it feel passing the exam with so much of technical glitch and errors? We were feeling that not attempting an exam, we won't be able to do it. Guys, I would like to tell you that Shruti could not attempt few of the questions in obstetrics even because of some technical errors. She couldn't see few of the options, and we were so worried post exam. But this means that the questions she attempted, she scored full in those questions. Congratulations to entire family, Shruti.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sidra. Yes, I was extremely worried because I could not attempt few questions in OBS, but thankfully God is kind and the hard work is being paid off. So
Indeed, indeed.
congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much to all the mentors. Really, I mean, it's not possible without all of your support.
No, Shruti, you have always been so targeted. You know, when you make a mind of taking an exam, I always see that thrill. No, I want to give my best. Just tell me. So no matter how much I tell you, no, this book, this book, this book, you would just do it all because you know this is the target which I've been given and I have to achieve it. This is what I love about you, that you don't see that there should be some half-hearted attempt. Then you give your best.
Yes, thank you so much for appreciating it. And yes, it means a lot.
It really, I have been, it's not only you, I'm sure kids, husband, everybody was supporting you so much in those time periods. And even before exam, it was the way you were doing the extended match questions because it's been long for doing the written exam. And moment I realized that yes, last 15, 20 days, you're just on your toes for this, I was sure. But of course, the nervousness was there because of the technical glitch. But I'm glad in the end, it's all the hard work and very well deserved, Shruti. Very well
Thank you
deserved.
so much. Thanks a lot, Dr.
And I'm
Sidra.
telling you
I
today, and I'm telling you today that your OSCE is passed in one first attempt as well, and you'll see
Thank you
that.
so much. Thank you. It
Because I
means
know
a
you.
lot for that trust, Dr. Sidra.
Thank
I
you
would
so much,
want to
Shruti.
say a very, very special thanks to Dr. Ulvina. Thank you for all the mentors, but a special thanks to her because she was with us until the end, until the last moment when we were attempting
Fact.
the exam. She was
Yes,
answering our queries. I don't think anybody can be so dedicated. If I become a mentor, I don't think I would be like this. So really,
absolutely.
really thanks a lot to her as well.
Thank you so much to my team of moderators. Thank you, Anam and Elvina. Of course, hats off to you guys. Even the September batch has started, Shruti, and they're doing on throttle the question and answers in practice. So I owe a lot to them, of course, and thank you so much for all this effort. And would definitely take them after the students for all their reviews. Shruti, what would be the guidance, few lines for the September batch because they have started their practice?
Yeah, so I one thing which I very strongly feel that stick to the guidelines. It's very very important, and
Hmm.
please revise the mentors' lectures. I revised Dr. Sidra's all lectures in the end, so that
Hmm.
really helped me because all the questions are being discussed, the recalls, and
Yeah.
lot of practice of the questions. Because I feel we read the guidelines, but we should know how to apply them in the
Abs-
questions. So
Yeah.
that application is very, very important. And if we solve extended match questions, we understand how to apply our knowledge to those questions, which is extremely important, I feel.
Yeah, and that's the gist of it because the more EMQs you solve, and then keep
Yes.
in mind the time management. I always say from day one, please time management. These are long questions, these are long exam. You have to be speedy in reading questions, understanding the gist, and then marking.
And
Yeah,
also buzzwords are very important, very, very important because questions were so long. If you just pick up the buzzwords, I think that helps to solve the questions.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much for all your efforts, Shruti. See you in the
Thank you so
OSCE, and then
much.
it's going to be back to back all degrees. And I'm proud of you. Everything will
Thank
be
you
fine.
so
And I've
much.
always have 100% faith in you.
Thank
Congratulations to
you
entire
so much.
family. Regards to husband and kids. Love to kids. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So Shruti was here as a successful candidate from Epcog 1 May 2023. I've got Ryu here. Hello, hello. Hi, my dear Ryu. Congratulations. How did it go and how do you feel today? I'm so happy, my dearest.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you because I passed my Ebcog one.
Congratulations, sweetheart. How does it feel today?
Uh, I'm still like overjoyed because I just passed my part one exam also from
Yes.
the one
Yes.
MRCOG one, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
I tried this EBCOG also, so thank God I passed.
Thankfully. So happy for you. And now next target is MRCD2 July. It's just around the
Yes,
corner. Yes.
yes,
So we are working
yes,
hard in the July group, day and night.
yes.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, my dear. Do celebrate today, but from tomorrow, again, back to books and the guidelines for your MRCOG2. A little tough results are there, but I'm sure with all this practice and this confidence, you're going to ace it as well.
Uh,
Congratulations to entire family from all of us. Thank you
thank-
so much. Thank you. All right, we've got the topper here. Thank you so much, Seema. You're the type of a person again who doesn't accept the failures, doesn't think of the failures, and always dream high. And I love this. For your nature, it's like you are a perfectionist. So when you just aim something, no matter it was a MRCOG2, when you top a MRCOG2, no matter it was a MRCOG3, again, a very high score in a MRCOG3, and no matter, it's any exam. Now, I know you started very late, but I knew your baseline, like your old study buddy Adam. Yes. So you was very perfectionist. Congratulations, my
Yeah,
dear. What a wonderful score. Hardly you
thank
missed out any questions, sweetheart.
thank you so much, Dr. Sidra. Thank you so much. I was so nervous, especially about the ops exam, because a lot of questions are now opening. I was maybe my score were much higher in the ops too,
Yes.
but there was questions are not opening. But all thanks to you, RFA team, and everybody. I had very little time. That I have decided in the end that I'm gonna give the EPCOG exam.
Yes.
So I went through all, to be honest, I went through all your notes only, and that's all. This is what I did, and all thanks to you.
Thank you so much, my dearest. What would be your guidance or your suggestions for the September batch? Because it's just like 2 months and we have another exam upcoming. Yeah.
Yeah, my suggestion will be for them is most importantly, if they have given MRCPI or MRCOG Part 2 already, so just go through those notes because
Yeah.
you have a grip on those notes, like you said, and then attend the lectures or just listen to the audios for those lecture and pick up those small points and make small notes on your notes to see them, differentiate them, and then go for the EMQ especially for them because the SPAs are very easy, but the EMQs are very tough in that. So that's quite a challenge. Time management, as you always say, just EMQ time management is very important for them. So that's
It's all
all.
about the practice. So how
Yeah.
should think the last 1 month, Seema, what did you do in the last 15 days?
Dr. I only did, to be honest, I gave the one reading to all the notes that I did for your from your lectures for MRCOG Part 2. So I went
Yeah.
through that. And then I differentiate, pick up those points that are making it differentiated from the MRCOG and EPCOG too. Along with that, on daily basis, I was practicing the EMQs from the books and from all the EMQs that was uploaded on the portal. So I was doing them religiously, to be honest, just to make
Yeah.
myself clear from all the points and everything. That's all I did, to be honest.
Now, Seema, my very focused
Mhm.
question, because
Yeah.
the upcoming stores like Tala is here. Now,
Mhm.
let me tell you, Talha, you're appearing in September, my dear. Shruti, Seema, whenever they ended up the exam, immediately they had this concern that we couldn't read few of the options, the STEM, and then we couldn't open few of the questions, and then they get connected to the support team. They called and they emailed. So lots. This definitely causes stress, and this definitely causes lose of. I mean, you tend to lose the confidence that you're not reading, or you're just marking because you're not seeing the whole options. What would be your suggestion and guidance for the day of exam, what thing they can do differently so that day that can be productive for them?
So the thing is that, Doctor, when this was happening, I was one thing that I did there, I was flagging those questions that I can go back to them in the end to
Mm.
review them. But I was not
So you
taking
flag
a
those
long time
questions, right?
break.
You
Yeah.
flag those questions, correct?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
exactly. I was
Yeah.
not marking them as that I did this question. Then after that, I was not taking the tension for those questions because I was, if I will be stressing those questions out, then I will not focus on the rest of the exam. So I
Okay.
left that, I kept this out of my brain about those questions and I started focusing on the other questions. So that was my first strategy. And second strategy for that, because the Epcog questions were very long, like there was
Yeah.
10 or 12 lines questions were there, so we had a
Yes.
paper at that time. So one thing that I was doing, I picking up the very important points from the first row, then I was looking
Yeah.
at the second row, third row, so that I don't need to reread the question again because we don't have a time at that time. Just make the
Yeah,
conclusion in
I
the
can
end
understand.
and go for the answers. Yeah, that's what I did because exam was very long, especially the EMQs. They were very long actually.
I can understand that, right? Tala, did you notice that? Yeah. Because this causes the stress at the last day. So it's very important that you don't do that. Shruti, what did you do when it was happening and the paper was not moving forward? The questions were not moving forward.
So actually, Dr. Sidra, to be really honest, when I started my obstetric paper, I really just lost it because I thought I might not be able to attempt this exam. For
I see.
initially 5 to 7 minutes, I felt that I'm not able to do anything. I might have to stop the exam. But I think what is important is that we know we have worked very hard. So we have to appear for it. What I did was that the same thing I did, that the questions I was not able to attempt, I left them. And I did not flag them, but I wrote it on a paper with a pen that these are the questions I'm not attempting.
Okay, right. All right.
And I went
Then
back
you
to
came
them.
back to them?
Yeah, I went back to them. And another thing I would advise everybody that when you scroll down for the options, when you click on the last option, you are able to click. This is what I realized in gynae. When in OBS, I could
Okay.
not do that. But in gynae, when you scroll down the options, when you reach you can see a half of the option sometimes, or maybe
Okay.
just half empty box. So don't miss
Okay.
that box. Try and click on it, and then you will be able to see the option.
I see. Okay, this is very important because we don't have, any sort of an guidance earlier. It's just the doomsday where you just face this. So it's very important that they understand. And on the cost of this technical glitch, definitely we don't want that all our hard work that gets wasted. So that's very important, Shruti, that they understand because this affects Seema, the performance, of course. When you're not able to see, you never know the second last and the last option is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very important. Any other thing which comes into your mind for the September students, please? That's something which is very important. They should not miss out.
The one thing, Toxidra, I want to tell them again that some of the options were there where we were not being able to not only scroll, but we were not being able to even click those answers also. So I flagged them, and when in the end I went back to all those questions, but still I was not being able to, even there was options there, but the options were not clicking. So I just left those questions and I've started, focusing on those one who were clicking. Though at least I can see them if I can find any option. For whatever option you are looking in front of you and the rest of is not opening, just try to find the best from them and go ahead with your gut. So that's all I can say because there was a big technical
I
glitch,
understand.
especially in the ops. There
Yeah.
was yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
everybody
I would
listen.
also like to say one more thing that when you click on an option, first time, whatever you click, it was getting clicked. But when you want to change the option, it was getting difficult. So I would suggest that click the options when you are 100% sure that this is the answer. That's the first thing. And second thing is you can always quit the application, which was the email sent to me by Mr. Alexander when I was in the exam. That quit the application and go back to the application, and then it was happening. I had to do it multiple number of times, but whenever I was
see.
quitting and coming back
No,
to
but
the application,
Shruti, here comes a stress in the student's mind that if you quit the application, the questions which are done, were they
no,
accepted or would the
yeah, they
application
were
opens at
accepted.
the same point again?
See, Dr. Sidra, I'm feeling that they were accepted. That is why I passed. And I specifically wrote an email to Mr. Alexander in the exam. And he said, no, your questions will not go away. Whatever
I
you
see.
have marked
Now,
will stay
Shruti, I'll
there.
clarify for the students here, please. If at all you're at question number 25th and now it's not working, you will quit. And when it opens up again from 25th. This is my
Yes,
question. Or you have
yes,
to come to
exactly.
20. It opens
No,
again from the
no.
same point.
Yes, yes, yes. And if
Okay,
you
all
go back and
right.
check, all your answers are already marked. So they are
I
not,
see.
the answers are there still.
Actually, this never happened. I'm sure Anam is here, Veena is here. This never happened for our times, that things would not work. It was very easy. In terms of technical thing, it was very smooth. But because this has happened for the first time, students should be aware that, they should be mentally ready and they should know that what is going to be the solution for this problem, if at all it happens with anyone. So the results are in front of you guys. With these, if you have a composed mindset, still you can be in the celebration because it's not about losing the game at the very last moment when you have worked day and night. And again, generally, those who take Ebcog, it's not the first exam for them. I mean, in my experience, all the students who take the European board, either they have had their MRCOG or they've had their MRC pair, or they've had both of them and now they're taking this. So, because you have the background knowledge, it's just the last minute polishing, like Seema is saying, your own notes are with you. And this is what we had been trying hard. Now, for the September batch, the moderators have started. You've got the live sessions, you just have to revise. Yes, absolutely, my dear. Yes, Anam, now I would like to take you online. What would you like to suggest? And from your side, congratulations to your students as well. How do you feel, sweetheart? Anam, can you unmute, yeah? I'm not sure if you're in the clinic at the moment. Hi, Anam. Can unmute? No? Hello. Yes, exactly. Yes. And I'm saying I would just read from the message, probably in the middle. Yes, I can understand in the middle of the hospital. She says that, yes, ma'am, an online exam, technical glitches can happen. Just we need to keep calm and try to manage them as Dr. Seema explained well. Thank you very much for the lovely heart. Anam, thank you very much for taking out time in the middle of the hospital as well. Hi, Alvina. How do you feel? Lots of appreciation. It feels like being in the air when your students, they pass. Yes? Yeah, day and nights doing the question and answers with them. Thank you so much, my dear. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for being absolutely. It's a feeling which I can appreciate and I can realize that how do you guys feel when you see your students back to back, and if we have a tiny role in our humble capacity, and if we see them celebrating, it just pays back everything every single day. When as I'm telling you that Seema is a type of a person who would be like focused, and she would be like making beautiful notes, always concise ones. Absolutely, we feel nostalgic. And when it comes to Shruti, I know her that she would always ask for, no, what else I have to do. She'll make an organized set plan for her, and then she'll follow. These are the model students, the role model students in front of you guys. You all can do it. It is a doable exam. Percentage tells you that it's not that high as compared to MRCP and MRCOG, but the passing, you need to attempt paper with full confidence and revise all what you have learned up till now. Thank you so much. Any last words? Talha, would you like to say something? I think Hasina Apu is not here, yeah? Talha, she messaged me. Hi, Talha,
Yeah.
how are you?
Hi, Dr. Sidra. Congratulations to everyone who passed this exam. And we will be appearing in September. I guess the
Yeah.
advices were really nice. And I guess through the glitches and the computer glitches that may happen, that might not happen as well in September. We will be able to handle it very nicely and meticulously, I guess.
Yeah, and we keep in touch with this batch as well because still we are just counting in the results. Like for Hasina, you
Mhm.
know her for long, Talha, because of the same
Yeah,
country
yeah,
as well. She just,
yeah.
messaged me probably after presenting a poster. It was like 20 days. And she said that I got my acceptance. Shall I go for it? I was the one. I said, I know that I've coached you for part two, part three. I know your knowledge and you're still practicing. You can do it in 20 days. And she did in 20 days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what
Congratulations to
I
Hasina for as well.
see, even Shruti, Seema, why? Because as I said earlier, that students who take this exam have had their background. This is not the first exam they're taking. So when you have your background, you just need to polish that. You just need to keep it to that point. Yeah, one more important thing. Seema, Shruti, tell me that which Esha did you feel that specifically came in exams separately? Because I keep on telling them that these are scenario-based questions. Everybody asks for the first time, ma'am, are we going to do all those 25, 26 Esha guidelines? What what do you guys say on this? Shruti, I need suggestion because everybody asks this, Seema.
Yeah, Dr. Sidra,
Yes.
Dr. Seema is speaking. Let her speak first.
No, Shruti, yes, please. Yeah, Shruti, go ahead.
Okay. So actually, I feel, Dr. Sidra, to be really honest, I don't know, Dr. Seema also will talk about it, but I did not feel that we really need to read all the ESHA guidelines very thoroughly. I don't think exceptionally they asked any questions from those, but I would very strongly suggest everybody in obstetrics. I think Dr. Seema got a very good score. She will be a better person to advise everyone. But I feel that, application of labor obstetric questions is extremely important, because I think the entire OBS paper was filled with labor questions.
Absolutely. Yes, and there were too many, yeah?
So many. And gynae, I think, is very easy. I think all of us can attempt. It was not a difficult paper. So gynae, I think they keep quite, basic knowledge. But OBS, they really want labor to be very thorough. And
No,
specifically
why am I
practical
asking this
questions.
question? Like, for example, Tala is here, Pagalu is here. Now, they, students first time they ask, ma'am, okay, I've had my MRCG, I've had my MRC pair. Now, what specifically we need to do in ESHA? I tell them that this exam question is not like lines of ESHA that, see, in endometriosis, ESHA guideline says this, option number one, A, B, C. It's scenario-based questions. It's like
They
clinical
did
knowledge.
not ask all those detailed
Exactly.
questions about endometriosis, about ovulation induction. Nothing was there at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's too much detail. The reproduction is too much detailed in ESHA. So students
and
will
they
get
did
like
not ask.
overwhelmed by this and they really get confused. Yeah.
Yeah, so they did not ask
All right.
anything about ovulation induction, all the protocols and everything, nothing at all.
Yeah, it was all scenario-based questions. Thank you very much, Shruti. Thank you. Seema, what is your take on this ESHA guidelines, please?
Yes, doctor. My take on this is that I would suggest to everybody, whoever gave MRCPI, again, I will say the same thing, MRCPI and MRCOG, that stick to your notes, the one they had already from your courses. Stick to those notes, as this exam is not as difficult as MRCOG. And after that, pick up the points from the lectures that has been given for the Ebcog. That's it. That's enough, more than enough, and revise them and practice the questions, because if we will go through the EBCOG book, or if we will do the Escher guidelines, so we will get confused, because we already had our notes, and purely reading all those again will be very difficult. So I would suggest to stick to those two simple things. Just keep it simple, keep your mind clear, concept clear. And in the ops, again, I agree with Dr. Shruti that there were lots of questions from ops, like literally ops were 90% of them was from the labor, like how will you manage this patient, how will you manage this, and like that. And only thing that was there is the physiology questions were also there, the basic physiology question that we used today. I did in MRCOG part 1, like few
Yeah.
hormone questions was there. Other than that, it was all labor questions. And in the gynae, there were pretty much everything was there. Cancers were there, straightforward questions from the cancers were there. So this is the staging, and what are you going to do now for this treatment option? Or they were giving these questions like, now you have to do the staging of this question, this person. These
The
are
voice is gone, Seema.
Yeah, sorry. Can you hear me, doctor?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you. Yes, my dear.
Yeah, and the gynae questions were like that, cancer question, or the prolapse questions were also straightforward. Like there's not much in the ops I can say. If I hadn't, to be honest, if I hadn't went through all those small pickup points from them, it's still been a doable exam. But those will give you the excel on the exam if you will differentiate those points. But I haven't read any Ebcog book. I'm saying on the Zoom call that I didn't read that book. But I went through all the religiously. I listened to the audios, and I picked the differentiated from them, and then I incorporate those in my MRCOG notes. That's all I did to have a focus.
That's what I always say, Seema. Even now, you'll be starting your MRCPI, Seema. I always say that pick up your MRCG notes and put the stick-ons. Put the stick-ons. That this is the differentiating point. This is because why? The more you've been through your notes, you've got a memory. You've got a page memory. You've got, that where which point is. That's what I emphasize back to back taking these exams, because you've got your memory of all these things, and then you add the differentiating points. So your 70% is already done. You just need to polish with 30%.
Yeah, that's what I did. I followed your advice, Dr. Sidra. I followed your advice and I did it. I
Now
asked you
the
for exam. Inshallah.
Now I'll tell you the same thing,
Hello,
my dear.
hello, Dr. Sidra. Wanted to
Yes,
ask a
my dear
question.
Talha. Yes,
I wanted to
Talha,
ask a
please.
question. Are TOGs that much important or emphasized in the EBCOG exam like MRCOG2? TOG questions come in MRCOG, like somewhat 20 to 30%. Does it come in EBCOG regularly? The TOG, the Obs Gynae Journal? Hello?
Seema, do they need to do the fresh
Yeah.
TOGs after taking exam? What do you
No,
think?
doctor, I didn't read them. I have no idea. Maybe they will come in the future. But in this exam, no, they didn't come like any fresh talk articles or any scientific impact paper. No, like that's what I'm saying. I had my notes from 2022 when I did my part 2 for MRCOG, and I took the same notes and I added those, points for the
Sessions, yeah.
Ebcog. That's
Mm.
it. That's it. All I did, and it was 100% enough because I had part 3 knowledge also. So the new guidelines that we did for the part 3, so I incorporated
Yes.
those things also in my, I had those fresh
Yeah.
memories. So all
Talha,
those things, that's it.
Talha, you people, Pagalu, you people just have to open up your part 2 notes and the part 3 recently, which I told you, Talha, like few intrahepatic cholestasis and stuff are new. And then you listen to the sessions which are being updated and just put the points from the session because the sessions we are taking are taken from the Ebcog book. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
it. You just open it in
yes,
front. You
yes.
don't have to make the new notes, Talha. Don't waste
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Okay?
I have the
So,
notes and the nice green top
exactly.
guidelines and the lecture notes will do it nicely. Revising again, along with the EMQ books and recalls. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is the outline of your exam. That's it. Yeah. So with this, I know that the way you people had been making notes, but no special emphasis on the last 3-year talks or something. Maybe 1 or 2 questions, but maximum, if I would suggest something, is doing the strategy single best answers EMQs because they are updated. This is the maximum you people can do, or the SBA books and the EMQ books and that pool which is making from the talk. I would give you access of the talk single best answers and the CPT in the course. So that is till 2023. Don't
Any
waste time
statistics or
repeating.
clinical governance, Dr. Sidra? Statistics or clinical
No,
governance?
statistics was there. Seema, stats wasn't
Yes,
there,
doctor,
right?
only 2 questions were there. That's it.
And what was that?
I don't remember. Sorry. I'll probably,
Okay, I'll check it out. No, but
I
that was the
maybe
formula, right? You who remembers? Shruti is gone. Shruti, you there? Okay, no
There.
problem.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
Shruti,
there,
what was
but I
that
don't
question?
remember. There were only 1 or 2 questions from stats. Actually, I did not read
2
stats much
questions.
because I knew there will be only 1 or 2 questions. So there's no point reading so much for 2
Were
questions.
they single best answers? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, no problem. Tala, I will tell you guys, they were probably the formulae, and those only one list of formula on the end of the revision guide, which you people did for yourself, that's sufficient. No need to, because we can't waste complete, 3-4 days on stats on like 1 or 2 questions. So don't
Ma'am,
take that
ma'am,
long.
I remember the question in
Yes, Rio. Yes, my dear.
statistics.
Please
It's
tell.
or
Yeah.
about like definition only, ma'am. Definition of specificity, sensitivity, PPB,
Okay,
like
great.
that. Mm.
Okay. Talha, positive predictive value, sensitivity, specificity formula.
Definition, yeah.
Okay, got it?
Mm.
I'll tell you guys the details as well, don't worry. All right. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if any
Dr.
questions are there, yes, my dear Seema, yes.
Yeah, just last thing that I want to tell for anyone who is new and wanted to give that cock is that the EMQs are very difficult. So the strategy that I took, because the RFA portal has really good EMQ, like there was gynae and ops 100 and more than 100 EMQs folder was separate. So I really liked it. So I was timing myself, and then every week I was putting the timer near to me just to get practice of those time. And then I was doing those EMQs and looking at how much time I'm consuming on these EMQs because there was 90
Which folder you
EMQs.
were doing for the EMQ, my dear?
Gynae and ops separate folder has been given in the RFA portal, Dr. Sidra.
Yes, that one. Okay, the EMQs one. Talha, you
Yeah.
people have it already. Yeah, the
Yeah.
September batch has the access already, right? So that's very important. Yeah, right, Seema. So you used to time yourself for that?
I've used to time myself on that, and I would put the timer, literally timer on in front of me, and I was looking at that first week that how much time I took. Then I have to be very, really fast from reading those EMQs. Like after 15 days, I tried again, and 2 days before the exam, I tried both the modules again just to time myself on them to see how can I, go with this, because this is very important. And because time was literally short, you would literally, run for the time at that time. So don't need to think about those things that we don't know the answer, or with the question is not clicking. No, just leave those and go ahead forward with the rest of the exam.
I understand. Yeah. I hope these points are noted, and I'm going to put this in the September group. All these details are very important that you guys work. I always believe in hard work, but smart work is equally important. Keep on doing the hard work in the wrong direction. That definitely makes us exhausted. And at the end of the day, the result might not be achieved. So these smart points we have to gather up, because this time specifically, the exam as per students was very long EMQs, but the result is good. That means that yes, the pattern they were following, that was a good one, and that they managed to do it, and you all can do it in future as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the precious presence for all of you here, the ones who could not join the live session. Congratulations to all of them. Just now I got a notification of Bushra, who has joined, Bushra Khalid, the MRCP, the Ebcog OSCE. That means that she's among the passing students in the group. And congratulations to you as well, Bushra. I just got the notification. And congratulations to Hasina as well, who's not here. Lots and lots of love. Students still, they don't know that the result has been announced. So congratulations to all of you who have not seen the results so far. Thank you so much, Seema, Shruti. Thank you so much, Rayu, my dear. Thank you very much, Pagalu, my love, for joining
Thank you
in.
so much, Ratan.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so much.
celebrate that with your friends, with your family today. It's your day. You people had really worked hard on this. Thank you, Talha, for your presence as always. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, the backend team, for 24/7 helping out these students. Thank you, Alvina, my moderator, and thank you so much, Anam, for supervising these batches pretty well and staying connected with all these students. You were students yesterday, you are moderators and mentors today. I'm proud of you guys for taking care of all these batches superb and beautifully. Thank you so much, Chin and Camelia, for taking out time out of your precious commitments. I'm there for them. It's going to be the middle of the day, so must be busy in hospital. Congrats from their side as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care of yourself, and prayers for the September batch with this aim that we are going to make it a success, and with this first attempt, and you all would do it. Thank you so much. Love you all. Congratulations from the entire team of RFA Tutors. Love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye from our side. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.